Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Holly Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for a wonderful Wednesday, June 3rd. Okay, you probably could call me late, but I'm not, because remember I said noonish Pacific Standard Time? So I know it's a little after, but I was wrapping up something. Hey, Miss Shima, Miss Patricia. But Patricia, I don't think I heard from you from yesterday's challenge. You owe me a response. Okay, and Shima too, I'm waiting. So here's where I wanted to go today, because this happened to me yesterday. And again, this is just how easily influenced we are by our cultural, and actually it's called cultural conditioning. So we were having all the windows cleaned in the house yesterday, inside and out. They were doing them all. You pay with your time or your money, has always been my philosophy. So we brought somebody in to do all the windows, and it was a young man. He looked, you can't tell by age anymore, but he looked to be a young man. And so I said, okay, so listen to this. Okay, thank you, Shima. To this young man, at one point we were in the same room, and he said, so I said to him, so how long have you worked for the company? Automatic presumption. He said, no, ma'am, actually, I own the company. And I said, well, all right. And then I went to give him mad props and talked about how's he doing with it and how's he getting it off the... Okay. The part for you and I to think through and listen for and be on the lookout for ourselves is my automatic presumption that he worked for the company instead of owning the company. It wasn't like he was working for the electric company, SCE, or, Time Warner or Dish. It was a window washing business. And so as soon as he said, oh, no, ma'am, I own the company. And I don't think it offended him, especially when I came back and gave him mad props. Where I'm going with that is, one of the things I picked up from Miles McPherson's book, The Third Option, where he talks about racial reconciliation. He says when you have in-groups and out-groups, and all of us do, it's not only racial in-groups and out-groups, like all the black people and all the Hispanic, all the white, all the Asians. There are smaller in-groups that all of us find ourselves participating in. Marines versus those in the Air Force. We have parents versus non-parents. We have those who are, athletic junkies, sports fiends, as opposed to those who are not. We have those who attend this church as opposed to those who attend that synagogue, and on and on. We have Republicans versus Democrats. So we all find ourselves in groups versus out groups through life, throughout our lives. And the natural tendency within each of those groups is to favor one another within the group more rapidly than we would someone in the out group. For example, and you've heard it said, you've done it, you've participated in it at some point. You've heard it said that it's not what you know, it's who you know in regards to finding a job or getting referrals. Well, that who you know, we are more inclined as a people. This is not a woman thing. It's not a person of color thing. It is a humanity issue. We are more inclined to automatically go toward someone that we already know. So if this is my in-group and the question comes, hey, I'm looking for someone to take over my lead position in shipping, I'm more inclined to go find someone within my group to recommend them. I'm more inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to someone in my in-group as opposed to someone I don't know. I'm more inclined to be more patient with someone in my in-group as opposed to someone in the out-group. Now, I was not thinking all of that when I asked the young man deliberately, oh, so how long have you been working for the company? And he correctly and quickly let me know that he owned the company. I'm bringing all of this up because as we move toward a place of justice and racial reconciliation, we're not there. I already know that. I don't live in Disneyland. But as a piggyback to yesterday's perspective, as we begin to be the answer in our own families, in our own communities, so that it can branch out to the nation, we need to be thinking and be conscious, be deliberate about our in-group actions as opposed to the out-of-group actions. Why did I give you the benefit of the doubt that was just a mistake, as opposed to you're a cheater and you're a liar? In the same instance, I will judge someone as being a thief if they're an outside of my group, as opposed to someone within my group who I know, and I say, oh my goodness, I realize you just didn't mean to walk out the store with that. And so, first of all, if you haven't read The Third Option by Miles McPherson, you might want to pick that up. Excellent, excellent read, a very practical read with options that we can walk out. Not all theory, but we can walk some of these actions out. And so I just wanted you to think about that. How we do it with our children as opposed to someone else's children. Much more patient with our own, and we're ready to drop the hammer on someone else's child. Some of that has to do with, the cultural conditioning that we've gone through. We don't even have to think about it. But unless we start becoming deliberate and intentional about it, the cycle will continue. If I'm looking for a new supervisor, obviously I'm going to go to the people I know. Well, guess what? If the people I know all look, act, think, walk, and talk like me, all have the same academic background, all have the same socioeconomic status, where is there an opportunity for diversity to come alive? So we have to be deliberate. We must be intentional about our actions. We've got to. Talking about not waiting on the government, the major institutions to correct the wrongs that have been done. It starts with me. So I can start with my actions toward out-of-group others. Recognize that there is such a thing, okay? We can't fix anything that we don't recognize. So let's just back that thing up to the very beginning. As soon as he said, oh, no, ma'am, I own this company. I was like, dang, Holly, why did you presume that he was working? Just a worker. Why'd you presume that? Why didn't you automatically think that maybe he could have owned this company, which he did? Okay, so I'm telling on myself, but it's for a broader purpose. All of us need to make sure that we're checking ourselves and checking our presumptions, checking our actions toward others. Okay, if we're gonna fix this thing, I may just be the answer. Thank you for joining me. Monday through Friday around noon Pacific Standard Time is when I will join you. Thank you for spending some time with me. Take real good care of yourselves.